everybody. How is everyone doing? I pray that you are doing well, and I pray that you are seeing me. I am looking online and I do not see myself. So just give me a couple of minutes and I am going to double check just a few things. Okay. And I see myself online. If you can see me as well, I want you to say hello. Say hello to me so that I can make sure that you can see me. I see that I am online, but not in the place that I had anticipated coming online. So this is interesting to me. But so let me know in the comments, say hello in the comments so that I can see you and that I know that you can see me. And I'm going to do some sharing as well, because I meant to go live somewhere else, but look at technology. It said, no ma'am, you're going here. So I'm going to just do a couple things here. So let me know in the comments if you see me. I'm still waiting to hear y'all say, don't be silent. What is it? Voyeurs. Let me know that you can see me. It's been a minute since I have jumped on live, and so I wanted to just jump on live just to see how everybody is doing. Praying that you are doing well. Praying that all is well with you. So let's see. Alrighty. All right, I guess y'all are going to be quiet today. Y'all not going to speak, but I wanted to jump online just to say hello, just to kind of chat, just to kind of see where everybody is. This has been a very challenging year, and so I wanted to come and just take a pulse beat just to see how everyone was doing, just to kind of chat, just to give some words of encouragement, if you will. Hi, Diaspora Mobile TV, joining us from London. Wow, from London. Thank you so much for joining. So glad to have you here. Thanks for joining. So good. You can see me. Just wanted to make sure that I'm not talking to myself. So, and so I see you are joining from YouTube. Yay for YouTube. Okay, and so I see what's happening here. Okay. All right, so thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. This has been a really difficult season for some of us, and I often post a lot of inspiration on social media, so I wanted to come and check in to see how everybody's doing. I've had several people that have either seen me out and about comment on the inspiration that we're posting, saying that it's right on time for them. And so I wanted to just do a pulse check with everyone just to make sure we're doing good, that we are traveling well through this very interesting season that God has us in, and also just to offer some encouragement. I almost talked myself out of going live on tonight for so many different reasons, but I just kept feeling the unction to do it. I was like, well, Lord, I haven't even announced really that I'm going to go live. I did it like 30 minutes before, but it just felt like a pressing in my spirit to do it. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know if you were watching by YouTube. I don't know if you're watching Facebook. I don't know if you're going to be watching this live or if you will be watching on the replay, but God would not let me rest and not do this particular live. So whoever you are, this is for you. And I wanted to just offer just some brief encouragement. Some of you know, and some of you don't know, that I am in the midst of editing and preparing to publish book number 8 for me. And it's been a journey preparing this book, writing this book, editing this book. And I really, really believe that what God has allowed me to put in this book is going to be a blessing to so many people. Even as I have been going through the editing process, God has been healing me. God has been restoring me in so many areas and so many avenues. That, number one, y'all, just to be really, really transparent, that I didn't know that I needed healing, and that I didn't know that I was suffering from it. I'd like to say that it was like a slow erosion of my faith that I didn't even know was happening, and I was not even aware of. And it just took God pushing this book, or pushing me to do this book. Thank you so much. Through me going through this book, God starts showing and revealing things. And the name of this book is Becoming Engaged, Finding the Courage to Believe. And I'm even contemplating saying believe again, because somewhere along the road, my faith just started to dwindle without my knowledge. And I don't even know how that happens. I don't know how that occurs. I call it the silent erosion of my faith that I didn't realize occurred until I looked up and my faith was being challenged. And what I have noticed and am noticing in my life is that my life goes in cycles. And the Bible says that we are going from faith to faith and glory to glory. And I recognize that every time that God was taking me through to a new dimension or a new level in my faith walk, that's where I would be challenged. Whenever God was going to elevate me or put me in a new arena or do something new in my life, my faith would go through this season of shaking. And I didn't realize it until recently that it seems like over and over again, I'll get through this patch and it's like I struggle in my faith, or something happens that causes me to struggle. And so I wanted to get here tonight and to encourage someone who has been going through a season of struggle in your faith walk. God sent me here to encourage you that even through this season, He's speaking hope and He's speaking life to you. You may not be walking or living in the abundance, whatever area it may be affecting you, whether it's affecting you in your faith, whether it's affecting you in your finances, whether it's affecting you in your marriage, whether it's affecting you in your career, in your business, or in your ministry. You're just in a season of transition, if you will. I want to encourage you that God is faithful. God is faithful, and that He is going to see you through this storm, and that you are not in this storm. You are not in it by yourself. But I want you to see the hand of the Lord walking you through this rough season. He did not leave you alone. You are not by yourself. And so I want you to start switching the way that you think about the season that you are walking in. I want you to switch the way you think about the process that you're going through. A lot of times we jump and shout about the promise, but we don't realize that every promise that God gives has its own process. I want you to hear that again. Every promise God gives, for every single promise that God gives you, there is going to be a process, Joseph. So just because you interpret dreams as a child doesn't mean that throughout the years you won't have to go into the pit, sold by your brothers, that you would not have to go into prison, lied on by an employer, or that you would not have to endure before God elevates you into your palace experience. So don't despise the process, because the process is necessary for you to have the girth, for you to have the stamina, for you to have the will, and for you to have the faith that is necessary to sustain the promise. Nothing happens by accident, and nothing of value and of worth happens quickly. So don't be discouraged by the pitfalls and the setbacks and the detours of life. See every setback, see every detour, see every delay as just a step toward the promise. You may not be walking in or experiencing the promise, but know that the promise is coming. And that's what God has been really welling up in my spirit so much of late, that I may not be walking in the promise yet, but it is coming. It has already been established in the heavens, and I just have to walk it out in the earth. So I am just here to encourage you to continue to walk in faith. I am here sent by God to encourage your faith. Do not give up. Do not quit. You have come too far to turn around now. So I'm encouraging you to take that little mustard seed of faith. You think it is too small, but it is all that God needs to take you into your promise. So if you got to strangle that little bit of faith, do so, because when I tell you what I see in front of us is so much greater than the hurt and the pain of the past. It takes that hurt and that pain to birth this promise. And for some of you, you have been in travail for years, and you have been asking God, when you have been saying, and you've been having people prophesy, and you've been even prophesying to me that it's coming, and it's going to be soon, and I'm about to faint. So I'm here to instruct you as a messenger of God. Do not quit. Do not faint. You are about to walk into the best season of your life. Do not give up. Now, one of my favorite mentors always has this thing, says, you will win if you do not quit. Perseverance is key. Perseverance is key. The process has been long. The process has been hard, but even greater will be the promise that God has for you. So I am so excited about your future. I am so excited about what God is getting ready to birth in you. It is eyes have not seen, neither hath ear heard, all of the good things that God has in store for you. So I'm so excited about it. Want to just mention again, I'm excited about the book that God has allowed me to write. Like I said, I'm in the midst right now of editing it, and it has been blessing my very soul. And so I know that it is going to be a blessing to you too. And so I'm going to put and I didn't mean to make it that big. I'm going to put it up here so you can see it. I want you to go and grab or pre-order your copy of this book. Do not delay. I know of a surety it is going to be a blessing to you. You can order it from my website, and it's simply www.CherylThomas.co. That's CO, not COM, and the letters BE and the number 2 for becoming engaged to. And so I'm going to put it here so that you can see it as well. I want you to grab this book. I know it is going to be a blessing. It is for everyone who is struggling in your faith, and you just need the courage to believe God again. It is going to be a blessing to you. And I am in America. I'm in the United States of America. So I know you're in London, so you're probably several hours ahead of us. But yes, I live, answering from YouTube. I live in the US. And so our time zones are a little different. So thank you so much for joining. Again, you all go ahead and get your copy of this book. For those that pre-order before the end of this month, before September 30th, you'll get an additional gift inside of this. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but I'm going to tell you, everyone that pre-orders this book, you're going to be glad that you did, because the blessing that you get, it will only be for those that pre-order by that time. And then after that, the people that don't get it will have to purchase it separately. But you'll get it for free. And that'll be enough. I won't say anything more about that. But I'm going to also ask you, before we jump out, I want you to be in prayer for the earth. Not America, not the UK, not Africa, not Australia. I want you to be in prayer for the world. The Bible says that the earth is groaning, waiting for the manifestations of the sons and daughters of Christ. And we can see, not just in political calamity, not just in racial calamity, but in the physical earth through floods and volcanoes erupting, through earthquakes, through fires, through flooding. The earth is groaning, which means the Lord is nigh. So we must do everything that we can do to prepare for his return. I love you all with the love of the Lord, and thank you so much for joining me on this evening. Like, again, I'm going to post this link also in the comments as well, so you'll be able to go directly and pre-order your copy of the book. Again, I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next time. God bless you.